So, as expected, we made it through to the next round of the AFC Champions League. Things are going pretty well in the league as well so far. Welcome back to Tuner's Travels. Yes, welcome on back. First of all, though, before we get into the game, someone mentioned in the comments on Friday about how do I go about picking which leagues I load up after completing one of them. This is the spreadsheet that I made at the start of the year. As soon as the game came out, I loaded up the pre-game editor. We went through every single playable nation in the game, found what their top division was, and ranked them in order of reputation at the start of the game. So this is what it was. Northern Ireland was the least reputable top league. Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Indonesia. You see, I still got Wales to complete. All of these in green are the ones that I completed so far. So at the moment, we've got Wales, Iceland, South Africa, and Slovakia loaded up. Slovenia, the next one, Peru, Hungary, etc. All the way up to, your big five, England, Spain, Italy, Germany, and France. Then in each individual tab, I've got each competition, country and competition in each continent. See, Africa, just a league and the cup there. Asia, I've completed a couple of them. I haven't edited that yet. I need to make that one all green once again. So I'll get that done. But you can just see flicking through. I've been checking off ones that I've won. And then you've got your continental competitions as well. And then your international competitions. Total of 120 leagues, or cups, should I say. Breakdown per, continent as well. Continental competitions, international competitions. You've got your world, the World Cup and the Club World Cup and the Olympic Games in there, and then I've been tracking my stats per team as well. So I know it tells you your overall in your manager profile, but I've been tracking per team as well, so I can see how I've been going at each team and things like that. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my spreadsheet. Down in the description below is a blank copy of this, so none of this checked off green. You've just got this entire seed in. And then as this is, your league, your cup, and your nations. So if you are playing along with this, as I know some people are, you can download your spreadsheet. You can track it all yourself as well. You can see how I'm seeing things, see if you want to go the same particular way. Now, back onto the actual game. We've played a couple of games so far. Obviously, last time out, we beat Orb 6-0 in that first leg. We beat them 3-0 in the second leg. We rotated a lot in this one. Koza and Cube and Permal all scoring to put us through on a 9-0 aggregate victory. But in the league, we beat JDR Stars 3-0, Nguyen, Marican and Schwartz all scoring before a 0-0 with Stellenbosch FC. A little bit disappointing. We had multiple chances in this game, could not take them, and we ended up with a point. We then beat Kaiser Chiefs 2-0, Daniels and Marican scoring in what was a pretty important game. They're having a pretty poor season so far, but it was still a crucial victory, as was the late goals from Joseph Daniels. Say late goal, 69th minute, but it was the only goal of the game to give us all 3 points ahead of Chippa United. Then this victory against Sundowns was so important. Carl George and Wandil Nguyen scoring to put us 2-0 up. Torre pulling one back in the 85th minute, but we held on for a 2-1 victory over a team that is challenging at the moment in Sundowns. Last time out, we played Hungry Alliance. Marican put us ahead, but Macabella and Maritombo put them 2-1 up before an 87th-minute Lance Permal equaliser gave us a share of the points. So the league table currently looks like this. We are 1 point behind Supersport United, who do have a game in hand, champions from 2 years ago. Orlando Pirates 2 points behind us. They also have a game in hand, but we're 7 points ahead of Sundowns, Baroka, Stellenbosch and Chippa United. Like I say, last year's champions Kaiser Chiefs down in 11th place, not having a great season at all there. But we are well and truly in the hunt. But today's focus turns into the Champions League. We've been drawn against Township Rollers here in the first round. The Happy People of Palestina from Botswana. They will be our opposition in this final knockout round before the group stages. So we win this, we're into the groups. Depending how this first leg goes, today's episode will be the first and second leg. If we dominate like we did against Orb, we'll do the Supersport United League game, which just been such an important league game. We don't care too much about the Telecom Cup. It is the Nedbank Cup, of course, that we have to win here. But yeah, let's go and jump into this Champions League game, shall we? And we have Tone, Nguyen, Acquire, Bowie, and Sone, Marican, George, Koza, Michali, Roberts, and Daniels all starting. You can see Tone is looking to explore his options at the end of his contract. He feels he's taken, he's done as much as he can at the club. So I really want to try and win as much as possible this year. If we have to do another season, hopefully we can convince him to stay because he's a very, very good goalkeeper. But if not, we will look at replacing him potentially from the youth system. The club is nearly $500,000 in debt. A lot of that has come from me, admittedly. So I don't want to try and spend too much if I can help it. Morocco's free kick downfield is won by us. We are in the white, they are in the yellow. Nguyen space to run into here. Pulls it to Koza. Back to Nguyen. Can we find a cross maybe? Knocking it around well, but no real threat at the moment. George spins out there, finds Roberts, pulls it across for Daniels, who had to score, and I think it actually came off the defender and into the hands of the goalkeeper. If it was Daniels, there is no excuse for missing that chance at all. And now maybe can Township create something? They obviously have this free kick. So knocking it around sort of around the halfway line. We don't mind them having the ball here too much. We're sort of putting a press on them, but not really challenging, which is fine. Long ball downfield, and we win that one. Bowie to George. He looks over the top for Daniels. That's a great ball. Daniels, and he's chipped the keeper and hit the post, and it's cleared out. That was another big chance come and gone for Daniels. Lovely dinked little attempt, but just could not get it on target. Nguyen. We're not even 20 minutes into this game yet. We've already had a couple of big chances. Just need to start taking some of these. Finds Koza. Aqua, who's on a booking. George now. Charlie to Koza. Nguyen in space, gives it straight back to Koza, and he's tripped by Swain, and the referee has given a penalty. VAR is going to take a look at this, as you'd expect, being a penalty decision, and the penalty has been awarded. Marican is going to step up. Can he make this 1-0 to Cape Town Spurs? And he's hit the crossbar and it's gone over. Oh, another chance has come and gone. You would expect him really to score from that position. We've encouraged the players. We've gone to a positive style. But we are just being so wasteful in this game. It's Charlie now in for Koza once again. And he's hit the post as well. And it's scrambled out. Is this going to be one of them games? We've had 17 opportunities in this first half. 6 on target. We've hit the woodwork. Well, it's said twice, but we've hit it 3 times with a penalty as well. Morocco looks downfield. We win that header. It's Charlie into Koza, who can only head into the feet of a Township player. All the way back to the goalkeeper, who looks downfield and just gives it straight back to us. We really don't mind them having it with the goalkeeper. Over the top for Daniels, and he's fired wide again. Come on, Daniels, you are better than this. You are so much better than this. How many chances does he want to waste in this game? George, Mitchali, Roberts, back into George, into Mitchali. He now finds Koza. Koza does find the back of the net. Finally, we have the breakthrough. So many chances in this game. And it's taken until the 45th minute for us to get the breakthrough. It's just a switch of play from Mitchali. Koza, couple of touches, tight angle, but just squeezes past the keeper and into the back of the net for the lead with our 19th shot, 7th on target. I'm going to point the finger and tell them to get in another gear. Ratings are fantastic, but we really should have had this tie put to bed already. Aroka now with the goal kick. Bowie once again winning that header. Over the top for Daniels. Surely this time he does find the back of the net. You can't keep him out all game, can you? He's a proven goal scorer. And, well, I mean, it was just simple. Bowie to Roberts. One touch, turns over the top, and Daniels is just on the run. Keeper comes, and he just gives it a little ding, just enough to get over the diving keeper. And into the back of the net. 4 expected goals for us right now. Roberts for Aqua. Bowie. Marican. Wondered if he was going to run at his man there, but instead we do knock it backwards to Bowie just inside our half. And it's Sone has a bit of space, and he is going to have a run. It finds Roberts. Decent ball. Low cross Daniels, second goal of the game for him now, and it's 3-0. And now we've turned on the style like I expected it to. This could easily have been 7 or 8-0 already, but it is 3-0. And that is all that really matters. Aqua is complacent. He's also on the bookings. I think we're going to go and take him off. It's a simple goal for Daniels. Aqua is going to come off from McQueen, who is also complacent, admittedly, but not on that booking. So the change hasn't taken place yet. Here is Aqua. Marican out for Koza. There is an overlap. Can we find it? He's had to come back to get it, but then when he does still have the ball, Koza gives it back to him. Stands across up towards Roberts, and it's over the bar from Roberts as well. Half an hour to go. We are in a very, very comfortable position. We'll see what happens with this highlight, but I'm going to take off and it's Zone A. I'll actually just do it this way. He's got a knock. It's a pulled groin. So we are going to take him off. Cross comes in there. Daniels header. It's off the bottom of the bar, and he do get it clear. So Nguyen is on for it's Zone A. We have a free kick in a dangerous position. Roberts over it. Roberts hits it, and it's saved and held by the goalkeeper. Did really well to hold that, because it did have a little bit of pace behind it, and it quickly releases downfield. But Nguyen just jog over there, pick that up. Into Marican's feet. Now to Miss Charlie, who's dispossessed. In for Mwenga, and it's a poor, poor effort in the end. I'm going to ask them to focus because, like I say, we just seem to be having that little bit of complacency creeping in at the moment. And let's go and take off Roberts for Hamal with our final change. 3-0. Based on how this game has gone, I think is more than enough to put us through into the next round. So I think we will do the Supersport United League game for the second one in this episode. Daniel's in for Koza. He can't find the back of it. It's another chance come and gone as well. 30 shots now in this game. 13 on target. It's a 4.67 expected goals. That is insane. I'll tell them it's a good win. It is. I feel like if I told them we need to improve performances, it'll just demotivate them, given, the amount of chances we missed. We probably did need to improve. But yeah, I think that's going to be enough to put us through to the next round. So, like I say, our next game in this episode, as it's only going to be out for 4 days, so it'll be fine for our next game. We're going to do the Supersport United in the league. So, come back for that one in just 1 second. So, in our second leg of our Champions League first round game, we beat Township Rollers 5-1. One from Kamal, one from Cube, and a hat-trick from Koza, putting us comfortably through 8-1 on aggregate to the group stages, which have not been drawn yet, so we don't know who we've got at this particular moment in time. And the last time out against today's opponents in Supersport United, it was 0-0 in the game. We went through to penalties. We beat them 5-4, and it's Sone missing for us. Tembe and Mafiba missing the penalties for Supersport United. They put us through to the quarterfinals of the Telcom Cup. it was a interesting game, this one. It was pretty even, if you ignore possession. We had a couple of chances, they had a couple of chances. Again, like, nobody probably deserved to win it, and that doesn't give me much confidence going into this league game today, where we are now 4 points behind SuperSport United. So a victory here is crucial. We cannot afford to drop 7 points behind them. One change from the team that beat them last time out. Roberts comes in for Nguyen on that left wing. Tone and Nguyen acquire Bowie Nitsone, Marican, George, Koza, Michali, Roberts, and Daniels. We haven't trained since that game. I've given all the players 2 days off in training. Hoping SuperSport have not, so we're going to have the little edge on fitness. Hopefully we got that little edge in terms of confidence and momentum after beating them as well, albeit on penalties. I'm going to tell them we've got nothing to lose here. Just go and show everyone how good we are. Of course, we've got a lot to lose. If we fall 7 points behind them in the league, then it's going to be tough to claw back from that. But a victory here today would be absolutely massive. We are in the white, they are in the blue and red. Saleh to Shang. Knocking it around confidently, but they are still in their own half. Matlu to Bishop. And Sibaya allowed to take it crossfield, and cross comes in towards Bishop at this near post. He just heads home completely unmarked, and we just absolutely fell asleep. What's with Marican here is aggressive, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fell asleep here, just allowed to run across field, and then just at the back post here, we just switch off a little bit, and it's Sone just doesn't look around at all, and Bishop gets in to head home. Let's encourage, let's go positive. We have a throw in. Charlie to Koza. George, just giving away. Cleared downfield, but we get the ball back. George again. Charlie over the top for Roberts. It's a great ball, and it's a good save from Brown. He probably should have buried that there, Roberts. Charlie, anxious. Corner from Nitsone, delivered in. Headed clear. Roberts brings it down. Can he get it back in? He's fouled by Sabaya. It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position. But not dangerous enough to see it, apparently. Throw in. Nitsone. Roberts can't get there, but it's going to be cleared back out to him. Cross comes in towards the back post, headed clear. Nguyen's going to pick it up. Can he get a cross in now? He can. It's Roberts. It's back across goal. It's Daniels, and he's level. 19 minutes into this game, Joseph Daniels makes it 1-1 against SuperSport United, and it's crucial early title contender battle, really. Good ball across, and Roberts this time just helping it back across the goal. Daniels sets himself. Gets as much power behind that head as he can, goes back the sort of direction the ball came from, and into that bottom corner for 1 apiece. The lead lasted 8 minutes. Tembe goes back to Lou. Can we nick it off? I thought we were just going to nick it off his toes there and then, but we do get it. It's Roberts. He sets Daniels free. He's got a man with him. Daniels hits one, and Brown gets a hand to it. It was probably going wide anyway, but Brown just making sure. Gives us a corner, and it's only delivers. Knocked down, Roberts bouncing around, and it's only back in. Acquire. I think it comes off his shoulder and goes over. Big chance there as well for us. And statistics-wise, again, they're sort of dominating possession, but we are the one that are really having the chances. I'm just going to go cautious to see if we can sort of, catch them while they are having so much of the ball. I'm going to tell them we need more possession. We're going to try and focus as much on that as we can. And second half, Fire picks up another booking here. And coming up to 20 minutes to go. We are going to make a change. Let's do it here. We're going to go back to positive. We're going to take Roberts off. I don't know why that's changed. For Nguyen. We're also going to take off Charlie for Schwartz. And Bowie for McQueener. And encourage 15 minutes to go. Can we find a winner? Or are we going to remain 4 points behind SuperSport United? 5 minutes to go. We're now going to demand more. It looks like it's going to finish in a draw. We've got 5 additional minutes. Are we going to get a late highlight? It doesn't look like it. Time's going to tick out, and it's going to be a draw, and we remain 4 points behind them. I'm going to tell them that's disappointing considering the amount of chances. Yeah, I mean, we probably should have got something more out of that game, to be fair, but it's a point they don't gain any more ground on us, admittedly. It's a little bit disappointing, but it's crucial to remain unbeaten and just try and keep some momentum with us. Have they actually played any of the bigger teams yet? No, we're the first real challenge they've had is the answer. So we've played Supersport, we've played Sundowns, we played last year's champions in Kaiser Chiefs. So we've had the tougher start as well, in theory. Yeah, we should be in a good position. Tomorrow's episode will do the first Champions League group stage and the first round of the Cup, I think, depending how fixtures actually get put into place. But we'll find that out tomorrow. If you have enjoyed this, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.